Okay, if I'm wearing the same outfit as the intro of book 7 and the outro of book 7, that is because yes, I am filming this intro at the same time that I filmed the outro, because I am starting right away with book 8, because Steph and I, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned this multiple times, Steph and I are trying to finish Heaven Official Blessings before the end of 2024, which we might be able to do. Because I originally tried to finish book 7 before by the 15th. It is the 10th, so I finished it 5 days ahead of schedule, and I calculated, and to finish the main story in book 8 without counting the extra stories in the back, I am able to make that before the very end of December. So we'll see, because also before the end, let me actually recalculate again to see right now how many pages a day I need to finish the whole entire thing. There's 15 pages a day. I can make that. Yesterday I read over 30 pages, bitch. So the sprints have definitely been helping, so I'll definitely try to do that. So I'll read 15 pages a day, maybe even more, so I can finish it before the end of December. So yeah, I don't know when the vlog for book 7 will go up and the vlog for book 8 will go up. They'll probably going up beginning of 2025 if we're going by my speed of editing, which is not very fast. But so right now I'm getting ready to start streaming again, because I did plan on doing some reading sprints on Twitch. By the way, go follow me on Twitch, because I play a lot of like Genshin Impact. Now I also start playing Infinity Nikki, and also do a lot of co-working and co-reading on Twitch. So it's reading sprints. We read together for a couple of hours, and it's just a cozy, chaotic time. All my links will be linked down below. You can also go to my Instagram, which is where I post the most. And also, if you want to get early updates on Heaven Official Blessings, me and Steph both give thorough updates in the in our Discord server, which is the Bungo Book Club. They're also be linked down below. Anyway, we're gonna get started on this bitch. Okay, so I'm a little bit into the book, and I'm already kind of like, okay, I guess I was right about Mushing and his character, about how he tries to do the right thing but it always backfires because it's not exactly the best thing to do, but in his mind it was the best option. Like, he apparently knocked Function out when everything started burning because he was too stubborn to stop looking for Janlan and Demon Fetus. So he knocked him out, but that ended up putting him in more trouble and ending up with him in Mount Tonglu against his will. And so like that means he disappears. And also I had a feeling, because I know I mentioned, I don't remember if I left it in the vlog, if I edited it out, but I mentioned that when it was mentioned that Mushing was being interrogated by Junwoo, at first I was like, okay, so maybe he's trying to be recruited, but what if he refused? And that's why he's still locked up as well, because like he was like interrogated at the by Junwoo, and then he was sent back to his palace where he was also locked in. So what if he refused? And apparently he did refuse, and that's why he has a cursed shackle now. But what does that do though? Does that mean he doesn't have any spiritual power anymore, or what? And like I don't like the fact that no one believes him, because this is literally me reading him, like from what I've seen of his character so far, and somehow everybody else is still like, nah, he's sus. Bitch, no he's not. Maybe it's because I relate to him a little too much, so that's why I'm able to read him like this. But yeah, so I guess I was right about his character. And like, I completely forgot about Hwacheong fighting 33 gods and defeating 33 gods. And then the god that like kicked him off of the like sacred land, or like the like, you know, the mountain that he was on to cultivate back in book 6. Those are 33 gods. Those are the 33 gods that threw Shillian off of the mountain. Jesus Christ. And now they're interrogating Mushing, and I feel like this is going to lead to like them kind of realizing they were like mischaracterizing Mushing the entire time, because like that he literally said what I said like in the beginning of this vlog, or in the last vlog, where I mentioned that maybe Mushing doesn't like outright say like what he meant to do, or like what he's doing, because he already goes off of the assumption that people are not going to believe him, that everybody hates him. And I guess I was right, because that's exactly what he said. So I don't know if he's lying. I don't think he is. I genuinely think that he's like a misunderstood character within the story, and I love him for it. I feel like Junwoo might also be setting it up this way so that the only person who like sees the demon fetus going to that path is Mushing. You know, the only person that he interrogated at his palace is Mushing. The only person, you know, that he, like, anything happened is Mushing. Basically to kind of continue to jab that in there to try and get him to basically say, okay, I'll harm Shillian. I feel like that's because that's now knowing Junwoo is White No Face and like what his play has been this entire story, that would fit in my opinion. So that's my theory. Yeah, White No Face is definitely puppeteering this to make Mushing look bad. That's what I'm going with at this point. Now Function is doubting whether or not he was right to question Mushing like this. I am expecting their friendship to heal in this arc, and I'm going to cry. Like, honestly, if they could give me a whole, like, just arc of Mushing finally being shown that he's not a liar and stuff like that, like that he, like, most of the thing that he says and does is out of good and like actually trying to help, but the issue is that it always backfires on him, and that's that basically. Ugh, I love this series so much. I'm about to finish the first chapter of this book. Don't tell me that Shillian is about to like let himself get stabbed again. No. No. I keep calculating how many pages I have left to finish it before the 15th, which the main story I can finish it by the 15th if I read at least 28 pages a day. So I'll definitely be able to finish this month. Like, girl. I'm glad I was right about Mushing. I'm glad. Because I feel like now this is kind of like, because now even Function is doubting whether or not he like judged him correctly and questioning him and stuff like that. So I'm very excited for this because I feel like this is exactly what I predicted would happen, where their friendship is basically going to be healing this book in this book, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very excited because I do love them. I hope that with Hwa-chang it's gonna be like a similar case. I know that Hwa-chang hates everybody except for Shillian, so they're probably not gonna be best buddies either, but you know, I'm kind of hoping like they're at least going to tolerate each other at the bare minimum. When it comes to Function and Junlan, I think she's right to tell him to fuck off. That's completely valid. I think he needs to respect that now, because especially he said, like I said this at the end of book 7, where I said that, hold on, let me lower my desk a little bit. There we go. Where I said that, you know, he promised to take care of her, and like he was kind of like split in between taking care of her and taking care of Shillian. And then he was like, I'll come back. She kicked him out, but because of his duty, quote unquote, like when he ascended, because he ascended not long after that, he could have gone back for her, yet he did not. And based on the time period that we're in right now, I am going to assume that things like birth control weren't really all that common back then, especially not when you're like poor. Well, nowadays, even nowadays when you're poor, you don't always have access to birth control. But anyways, with the chances that she could have gone pregnant or maybe not, why wouldn't you go back? Why wouldn't you go back? I can't stand this man. But anyway, I'm gonna get the final sprint started. Why can't I heard that? Oh shoot, he did hear Hwa-chang's like spiritual array thingy password thingy. Is it really Hwa-chang? There are chances that it's not, which is very concerning. I love how Hwa-chang is still extremely suspicious of Mushing. Like, he's like, if he really surrendered Junwoo, I'll take his shit life. He did not. I know for a fact he did not. You can't make me doubt Mushing's integrity, okay? I am a Mushing defender until the day I die. And if he did surrender, no he did not. Poor Function keeps getting traumatized by these two gay bitches. I love them. You know what I just realized? This series would make a really good open world game. Like all the different investigations or quests do you have to complete to be able to continue. And then all those quests tie in together to Junwoo. I feel like this would be a really fun open world game. But it'll probably be censored. So I just got to the point where Mushing is basically hanging on for dear life, and Hwa-chang is still like spewing stuff about him maybe being, you know, with Junwoo and suspicious. But like, he's like, oh yeah, what if he is with Junwoo, and like if he falls, Junwoo will save him. However, if you go there to save him, you might risk your own life, and that might be what Junwoo wants. But Junwoo wants Shilian alive, and this might be like, maybe he will save Mushing, maybe Junwoo will save Mushing, but that'll only be to basically prove to him, look, Shilian and the others clearly don't care about you. Are you sure you don't want to come to my side? Which is what I think happened. I think what right now Hwa-chang is like, his judgment is being clouded by his own hatred for Mushing. I think that's what's going on. I don't think he's evil. I don't think he's like with Junwoo. I think once again his actions are taken out of context, and basically the whole thing has been manipulated by Junwoo to basically make Mushing purposely look the worst and make the others not trust him at all, to basically prove the point that quote unquote they hate him, and so then Junwoo can basically loop Mushing in and, you know, manipulate him into harming Shilian. That's my thought. If Mushing dies, I will quit right now. This is going to be a DNF if Mushing dies. For real. I'm not fucking kidding. I'm not joking right now. So I just got to page 40. If this video is only 10 minutes long, about 10 minutes long, it's because I've DNF'd this book. Because if Mushing dies, I am DNFing. Look me in my eyes. If Mushing dies, I am DNFing. I don't know what it is, but having Hwa-chang interact semi-civilly with anybody other than Shilian, it's just fascinating to me. Like when he was talking to Shishin in book 7. I don't know why that interaction is one of my favorites, and now he's talking to Function. I don't know why. Having him interact with anybody other than Shilian, it's fascinating to me. Because I just don't know what to expect, because you barely see him talking to anybody other than Shilian. So it's always weird when he does. Like, when he does, and it's not like throwing half insults or like, you know, belittling people. It's actually like having a conversation with them. It's strange. It was the same thing with the... what's his face? With the state preceptor. It was the same thing with him. I don't know why. That's one of my favorite things. Fucking finally they're gonna talk like normal people. Just realized I haven't turned on Spirit City. I've just been reading, not sprinting. I probably should. I'm literally the dumbest bitch alive. My mic was completely off. Let me fix this real quick. What I was saying is that, okay, so apparently he didn't die, but I did cry. I started crying because, I guess I forgot that sometimes the POV switches, like, out of nowhere. I think I was able to tell when I think it was in book 5, when they were, like, in the pit with the butterfly, webs or whatever the fuck it is, and, like, the writing style was describing Hwa-chang's kind of, like, a bit more of a menacing way. Like, I think it was, instead of describing him as, like, being clad in red or clad in crimson, it was bloody red, bloody crimson, like, making him seem more menacing than if it was described by Shilian. And I hate the fact that I didn't realize while there was actually Mushing's POV and not Shilian's. I was ready to DNF this shit if he actually fell. If that was actually what Shillian thought, I was ready to DNF this entire series. Just for that. I was ready to do it, okay? Yes. Also, if you're confused by this, it's because I don't feel like whipping out my camera. So I'm just using my webcam. So, yeah. Enjoy the different qualities, because I don't know which one's better. We'll see. We'll see depending on like the quality of like the audio and also the image. Because I feel like with the camera, it picks up everything, even the like sound from outside. Meanwhile, with this one, I can actually manage the background noise. So we'll see what sounds better. I'm still deciding, but anyway, that's the update for now. I'm on page... I passed page 40. Okay, so the besties have made up. I also love how mushing, like I'm on the last page of this chapter. I love how mushing the tree stated what I said once again. He basically said that like if Function didn't mouth off to Shillian all the time about him, then he wouldn't assume that Shillian hated him. You know? Hi, so a little update. Pardon if you hear noise, my laptop is dying again. But I got to the end of the main story. I got to page 169. So I'm done with the main story. 2 questions. Well, technically just one. Where is Yin? Like everybody's there. Even Windmaster showed up at the party when Pookie's shrine was rebuilt. But where's Yin? Like I got the impression after like he was, you know, he died, that his soul was actually within the cursed shackle that Junwoo had put on him. Where is that cursed shackle and where is Yin? Like, I got the impression that he's not dead, that he's just like locked in a space of limbo, I guess. Where is this man? Hello? So I asked Kenzie, because she has been done with the series for a long while, and she's like, oh, don't worry about it, he's in therapy. That doesn't explain shit. So yeah, I'm kind of worried about that, but then also apparently Kenzie's theory is that Shirong is not actually dead, that he's not actually gone, because like, obviously I'm pretty sure that with Hwaswan, he's only gonna like move on, like he's gonna disappear after Windmaster is dead, like because Windmaster is now mortal, so after he dies, that's probably when Hwaswan will probably also pass on. And I guess this was not confirmed, but this is the energy that I got, was that Shirong, like the reason why he stayed was because he had so many things left on his heart that he needed to let out, and that was like him telling Shillian how he knew Shillian always looked down on him and this and that, and like his feelings growing up, being his cousin and also, you know, his own parents and stuff like that, which is very sad. I've from the beginning I've always had a love-hate relationship with Shirong, but goddamn, I didn't want him to go. What the hell? But according to Kenzie, her theory is that he's not actually gone, that he's still around, which I hope, because that's really sad. And also, where is Yu? Where is he? Because like, he was not a ghost, and again, it made it seem like he was stuck, like his soul was in that cursed shackle. Where is that cursed shackle? Because I know that Junwoo had it like in his hands before everything went down. Where is that thing? Is it lost in the rubble? Did someone pick it up? Is he okay? I'm concerned. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I finished the main story. I think, well, now my main priority was finishing the main story before the end of the year, which I did. So now I think I'm just gonna, you know, take it slow. It's the end of the year. I don't need to finish any more books. So I think I'll just take it slow and finish the little extra stories one by one, because I think there aren't that many. Hold on, where's the book? So the 5th one is the final, so there are 5. So if I can finish one each, sitting, which they actually don't seem that thick. I can definitely like read one every day. So I think tonight I'll probably do some sprints where I try to read the first extra story, and so on and so forth. That way I can actually like finish this before the end of the year, because as much as I'm like, oh yeah, it's fine, I finished the main story, that was the most important part, I want to go into 2025 being completely done with this series. Not that I'm like rushing to get it done, but it's just like in 2025 I want to start getting to my other dames. I want to finish Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation in 2025, and potentially also Scum Villain, because apparently they both have the same like amount of volumes. Why am I holding a camera like shit? Oh my god. Then hopefully move on to other dames, because I still need to finish Stars of Chaos. Just for Kenzie. Because I do want to finish that one. I do want to read it. I do want to know, because that one's also very beloved. But then I might want to try and move on to By Her. Like, because not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired of men. As much as I love these gay boys, I wish there was a lesbian side couple, even if it, you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm gonna move on to By Her in 2025 once I finish Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation and Scum Villain, or maybe I'll still get to it if like there's some time in between. But yeah, Steph still hasn't started it, so you know, I'm far ahead of her. Who knows, I might even finish it before her. Poor thing has to work overtime now. Oh Jesus. But yes, so that's the update for now. I'll probably update some more tonight after reading another chunk. Hi, pardon my appearance. So I don't remember if I updated that I finished the main story, but I did. I don't even remember when the last update was. It's currently the 27th of December. Yes, Steph has already finished. She fucking flew. The thing is, I knew how many pages I had to read to be able to finish it by the 20th. However, I think I don't want it to end. Even though I do want to finish it before the end of the year, I don't want it to end. Because it literally just hit me that, like, this is the end. After this, there's nothing else. Like, at all. So I'm kind of scared. But yes, so I'm currently on the third extra story. We just entered the Cave of 10,000 Gods, and it's already looking pretty suspicious, not gonna lie. But the first one was kind of cute. It was kind of sweet. The second one, to be honest, at first I thought that Hua Chang fucked Chilean so hard into amnesia. Not gonna lie, I didn't think, oh, it probably was a monster. No, I think it was Hua Chang, especially because apparently it happened right after they, you know, did the hanky panky. So yeah, that one was kind of strange, but also kind of funny. And now this one, I think I'm almost done with it, question mark. So I got 16 pages left, question mark. So I think I'll be able to finish this one today. At first I attempted to read one of these stories a day, but then apparently the second extra story was split into 3 parts, but then apparently the second story was split into 3 parts. So I ended up, you know, like doing what I said and read one, you know, story a day. But the last part, like the third part of the second extra story was kind of long, so I ended up reading that one over the course of several days. But after this one, I only got 1 extra story left. Yeah. And the last one is kind of thick, so I guess I'll probably be finishing this by the end of the week. Which is weird to say. I started Heaven Official's Blessings, the first one, in December of last year. Like, we've come full circle. Like, I started in December, I'm ending it in December. That's wild to me. Oh my god, I need to go back into the Heaven Official's Blessings server and look back at my first thoughts, because I kind of regret not vlogging from the very beginning, because I didn't think it was gonna be this big of a like thing for me to read this series. Wow, oh my god. I also kind of wished oh jeez. I also kind of wished that I like posted a vlog for each individual volume instead of, you know, reading up into volume 4 and then posting the first vlog. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, because then the second part, like the second half, wouldn't be posted until like next year, because I haven't even posted volume 7 yet. I haven't been editing. I've just been reading and playing Infinity Nikki. I think today I'm gonna try and like log into Infinity Nikki, just do that, then edit a little bit of Heaven Official Blessings volume 7, that vlog, and then read a little bit more. I think both vlogs will probably be posted in 2025, so happy new year, I guess, because this will not be posted before that. No fucking way. Like, usually whenever I finish a volume, I don't start the next one until I posted the vlog for it. This time I didn't do that because both Steph and I wanted to finish this by the end of this month. She's already finished it. Like, she started it when I finished, like when I was already into the second like extra story. That bitch fucking flew. Not gonna lie, this one also like went really fast for me too. Like, out of all of them, I think books 7 and 6 so far have been the ones that like were the easiest to read. It might be because by this point I'm used to the writing, to everything, so it goes really fast. But like I said, I just don't want it to end, so I didn't really focus on reading as like I said, I calculated how many pages I need to read before to be able to finish it before the 20th. It's the 27th, and I haven't finished it yet because I've been procrastinating. I don't want it to end. Like, I know that like I've got Grandmaster Normal Cultivation. I know I've got Scumvillain waiting for me, but like it's so strange. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about when I finish this. Hi, so I just finished editing, and I realized I never filmed an outro for this video, for this vlog. So here I am. I finished it. That was my honest reaction to finishing it. I was just like, now what? I still don't know how to feel about. I will definitely make a separate video, a separate, basically full review, full conclusion about my feelings and thoughts about the whole series, because right now, like, it's March. It's it's been 3 months since I finished vlogging this video. It's been 3 months since I finished that book, and it's still so heavy on my mind. And in retrospect, there's a lot of things that I absolutely adored. There are still things that I feel like iffy. What I generally feel is that there's a lot of things that I feel are incomplete when it comes to mainly Shilian and Hua Chang's story, which is the main thing. That's the whole book. That's the whole series. I feel like that has a good conclusion. There's a lot of the other things and other characters that I feel like were kind of done dirty, but that'll be everything in that video if I ever do make it, just because I have multiple projects that I want to do. So we'll see when I actually start filming that video. I am completely lost. I am completely lost because I knew I wanted to finish the series before the end of 2024, which I did. I finished it on the 31st. I finished on New Year's Day. Okay, so I finished it just in time for like when I wanted to finish it. However, I flipped to the last page and it was just like, it literally, I already like thought, oh my god, this is the end, what the fuck, but while reading it. But then at the same time, the moment that I actually finished it, it like dawned on me, I am finished with this. Like, it's over. Like, I know that now also the Donghua is coming out. The movie, I think the first part of the short film just came out as well. I haven't watched it yet. I've seen a lot of Mooching on my For You page in his costume. I've seen a lot of Chirong as well. Just, I love it. It looks so pretty. Honestly, I am considering doing like a reaction series to the Donghua as it's coming out, especially the future seasons. Considering I don't know what they're gonna do like with this whole censorship thing, because there's a lot of things that have already been censored, both the like gay stuff, but on also a lot of the violence and gore that is in the first book and the second book that has been censored. So I'm very curious as to what they're gonna do with that. So I am considering doing a reaction series on my channel to the donghua, but we'll see. We'll still see about that. Because I felt of doing the same with the Apothecary Diary. I have a lot of things I want to do, like maybe just like reacting to different animes and donghwas and like live actions, like adaptations from the things I read. But we'll see about that. That's not a certainty. But yeah, it literally just dawned on me. It's over. Like, it's done. I just started MDZ's book 2, which I'm also vlogging. So I'm back in my Dawn maze. I'm back in here. But just the fact that, like, there's nothing else is crazy to me. I'm hoping that because of the amount of people who love this series, that MXDX is going to bring out something else as well of TGCF, and like I've seen a lot of people hoping that she writes something similar to Muching and Function's dynamic, which is, you know, like a guard and which I mean, I've also seen a lot of people ship Function and Shilian, which I do kind of do as well, considering like some of their interactions, especially in the past. I was like, okay, this could be cute, you know what I mean? But then I thought, okay, I do have the Baiha that I can read, that is Female Guard and Eldest Princess. So I feel like when it comes to that ship, I think I can be sedated. Okay, sedated. I think I can get my fill up from like that ship with the Baiha. However, the ship between Function and Muching, I feel like also would be cute. But I know that MXDX doesn't like to write side couples because she feels like it's taking away from the main couple, which I think is silly. I completely disagree. But if she would write a new series, I'm hoping they has that dynamic. I know that she's writing another series. From what I've seen, she's writing something new. From what I heard, it's similar to A Date with Death, the game. My boy. That. Apparently, from what I heard, it's similar to that, like the whole premise. So I'm excited for that. Because I loved A Date with Death. I didn't play it myself. I watched a bunch of people play it. I do have it. I do own it. I think I also own the DLC. I haven't played it yet. I probably should. I honestly don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do. I am going to SakuraCon in Seattle next month. So I'll be meeting Steph and Kenzie there, and I am pretty sure there are some voice actors of TGCF that will be there as well. I'm hoping. If not, I'll be very sad. But I know that there are a lot of voice actors that are going to be there. I'm hoping some of them will be TGCF. I am also going to Kanuya, which we don't have that here in Belgium. So Steph is taking me to Kanuya along with Kenzie. So I'll be getting my fill of all the Danmeis. I am getting so many Danmeis. I'm hoping that I can also find some Baiha, which I doubt because it's not the gays. But I also hope to find some manga that I can't find here. I mean, I think I could technically find them here, but I don't want to give Amazon my money. But yes, that has nothing to do with TGC. But yeah, I literally have nothing to say other than I'm sad that it's over. I wish there was more. I wish there was more, both in terms of like Shelly and watching just this world, but also more when it comes to the other characters and the other ships. Just because I feel like a lot of their arcs are incomplete. It's really because there were a lot of arcs in the book that focused on other side characters, like in different ways. But I feel like they were never completed. I feel like it completed for Shilian's part of the story, which is the main part of the story, I'm very well aware. but the other characters were kind of left unfinished, which is one of the reasons that I'm very upset. But that's also why I'm hoping that we are getting more TGCF content, hopefully more related to the side characters that are so beloved, like Ling Wen, Mu Qing, Fang Shen. I'm hoping Yushi Huang, please. I saw so much like fan art and stuff like that, and like fan stories of Yushi Huang. I was hoping to see her more, but I didn't. So that's also another arc that I feel like is incomplete, is Yushi Huang and Pei Ming. Even though I hate Pei Ming, I would have loved to see like their whole conclusion, because apparently from what I got is that Yushi Huang is unaware of Pei Ming's discomfort towards her and like their past. Like, she's very nonchalant about it. She doesn't really like care, or like she like to her it's pretty much like in the past, and it's mainly Pei Ming that's like still holding on to that and like worried that she hates him. And I really wanted them to delve more into that, because I think a lot of the fandom assume that it's because Pei Ming actually likes her, you know, and he doesn't know what to do about that, because he's always very much like a womanizer, right? But I would feel like with Yushi Huang, it might have been him actually, you know, falling in love and doesn't know what to do with it. And so he's just weird about it, and he doesn't know what to do with a woman that actually can stand on her own. It's that whole situation. I also saw a lot of people like refer to Yushi Huang and Ling Wen as wives, like their girlfriends. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get some dynamics between them two. I don't even remember them interacting a single time, which I'm like, that's not like, I know that fandoms do that a lot. Like, I was in the Elsa and Jack Frost fandom. I know. But I was hoping to get some interaction between the two, so I think I'm just gonna focus on fanfictions for that one at least. But yeah, I'm hoping this isn't completely the end. I'm hoping that MXDX draws up some more inspiration to get like a mini story about these gays. Okay, I'm hoping. But yes, I guess this is the end of this video. I'm lost. I'm okay. Apologies. OBS just cut me off because I ran out of space on my computer. I was saying I'm lost. I'm sad. I'm happy because the ending was kind of happy, but I'm sad. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I don't know when MDCS part 2 is gonna be posted, but I'm getting it done. Okay, we're getting there. But yes, please like and subscribe if you like this video. If you haven't watched my other TGCF vlogs, I'm sorry. You probably got very spoiled, but yes, I'm planning on making a full review video on TGCF. Don't know when. I'm not promising when I'll be posting this, because I have no idea. But yes, all of my links are in the description. I stream a lot on Twitch as well now, where I do a lot of co-working, where I read on stream, or I also play a lot of cozy games and open world games like Infinite Nikki and Genshin Impact, and I'm also usually streaming with Steph and or Kenzie. I'm out of breath, but yes, bye!